E aí, todo mundo bem-vindo a mais uma live de Raincoat. E feliz ano novo pra vocês, né? A primeira live de 2024. Vamos continuar com a gente tá quase descobrindo a verdade sobre o Homem Prego. WDO. Bora.
By the way, Yuma, about your sword. Does it only work on cues and mystery phantoms?
The solution blade works against anything in the mystery labyrinth. So don't cut your allies by mistake, Master.
You could have told me that sooner.
Can I use that sword?
Ooh, so sorry. Only Master is able to use it because he made a pact with yours truly. You may be under the effects of coalescence, but you're just an extra here, Hellara. So,
Hellara.
nope, you can't use the solution blade.
I was merely curious. Regardless, it's best I act as support, since I don't have any memories of what happened. Let's return to the case. Assuming the watchmaker isn't the culprit, do you have any notion of who is?
I do. Halara, during the investigation, you claimed one of the people at the church is the culprit. I think I understand the reason why now. That rope was found inside the incinerator, which only clergy members could access.
In other words, whoever tried to destroy the evidence is a member of the church. Prompt and logical. I am quite impressive.
Wait, you're tooting your own horn?
Eu tinha percebido.
I see.
Você resolve mistérios assim para progredir no labirinto.
Wow!
Muito rápido, galera. Só agora eu estou pegando o jeito das coisas. Pode parecer peculiar a princípio, mas a estrutura é extremamente lógica. É fácil de entender. Isso é incrível, Halara.
You know,
Imaginando o que está por vir.
Well,
Sempre há um baú no final de um labirinto. Com certeza de que você encontrará algum tesouro. Por obter informações sobre o caso, eu tenho um tesouro.
hey, a treasure chest! Can I open it?
Carai.
Check it out! A new solution key!
Apenas membros do clero têm acesso ao incinerador. Ah, isso aí a gente já sabia.
we're back to the original spot.
So, we cleared the first route. We just need to keep this up and go through each shrine one by one to gather clues about the culprit. Which supposedly leads to solving the real-life case. I'm starting to understand how the mystery labyrinth operates.
You learn fast. Unlike a certain master I know.
If you're so impressed, why don't you just sign a pact with Halara?
Oh, are you sulking? You're the jealous kind, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
We're short on time, aren't we? Let's move on.
Right.
I can't wait to reap the culprit's soul. What do we do next? You can choose whichever you want, so why not start with the one you're most confident with?
Let's see.
Vamos ver. O que eu tenho menos confiança é o 2, eu acho.
Hey,
Você decide qual resolver primeiro. Eu seguirei seu caminho.
Not bad at all.
Então, qual quarto trancado você quer resolver a seguir? Está logo, mestre. Nesse.
The third locked room was a murder that happened. 1 month ago in the art gallery storage in Ginma district. Pictures and paint were scattered all around the spot where a woman was boom killed. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
Are you going to the third walkthrough? A galeria de arte não. A galeria de arte foi o que eu menos consegui ver alguma coisa. Vamos na primeira.
The first locked room happened 6 months ago in a secret club in Kamasaki district. An old geezer was nailed to the wall in an underground casino. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the first locked room?
Então. Isso aqui eu sei por onde o assassino saiu.
Oh, did we get trapped inside a locked room again? But if the mystery isn't solved, then I won't escape this place. Trapped in a cramped room with these two. Sounds kind of fun, actually.
I have no intention of playing along with your fantasies. Yuma, hurry up and take care of this.
Yeah, okay. This is where I used Halara's forte with my coalescence for the first time. Post-cognition allowed us to see the crime scene as it was in the past. Some things were obviously different. Those are most suspicious.
Ô, na moita, valeu, Renato.
Here. I know. What about the vent?
You believe the culprit escaped through the vent?
Yes, I'm sure of it. When I saw the crime scene with your post-cognition, the screws on the 4 corners of the vent cover were removed. Which means the culprit must have escaped from there.
Eita.
How ludicrous. You're saying the culprit escaped from the vent? That's impossible.
Master, poking full of holes until he's a makeshift golf course.
What does that mean?
Tá. Resposta certa para a pergunta certa. Chave da porta, pregos.
How ludicrous. They used the vent.
Come on.
Foi o que diz por causa que eu tô com dúvida. E aí, qual é o sentido de tentar refutar isso agora? Mas aqueles pregos estavam realmente suspeitos. Eles estavam dobrados para baixo. E usou para subir. Talvez alguma pressão tenha sido aplicada neles em cima, como se alguém tivesse pisado neles ou algo assim.
How ludicrous. They used the vent. That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed.
Porra, mas não é esse.
Then
How ludicrous. They used the vent. It's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed. There's no foothold to use to reach it.
Slash through this mystery. Some of the nails stuck in the bottom of the vent were bent downward. The culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footing to reach the vent. The weight caused the nails to bend.
So you're forced to fight this way every time. Quite the test of endurance.
Yeah, no kidding.
However, solving the mystery itself was simple. The nails were used as footing to escape through the vent. Did you find that out using my post-cognition?
Yeah, without your help, this case would have been impossible to solve.
You'll never be considered a full-fledged detective until you can handle a case like this on your own.
Sorry.
Sem o seu poder é difícil, né?
You got lectured again. Sucks to be a rookie, huh? Anyway, let's head out. We'll use the nails on the wall as footing, just like you deduced.
Right, let's hurry.
The Mystery Labyrinth. Such a bizarre place. I must ask, is there no way to escape besides solving the mysteries?
You mean like an emergency exit? Unfortunately, I don't think that exists.
An emergency exit, huh? Well, there is one, kinda.
There is?
But it doesn't solve anything. You'll just go right back to the mess you came from. Besides, to use the emergency exit, you'll have to pay a heavy, heavy price.
And that is?
Don't worry about it. Using it here wouldn't help anyway. So, never mind. Just concentrate on solving the mystery.
Got it.
Talvez o preço seja a alma que ela não vai conseguir pegar. Se for como antes, deve haver uma chave de solução aqui. Vai revelar o perpetrador do crime no clube secreto. Depois de obtê-la, você deve examiná-la minuciosamente. Talvez uma chave de solução como adiantes. Quer ver? Mal posso esperar para ver que tipo de chave é.
There it is! Another treasure! So, who's gonna open the treasure chest this time? How about, whoever looks like they'd win a character popularity poll? Oh, that's me! Alright, another solution key.
Apenas alguém com uma constituição esguia poderia ter usado os pregos como apoio ou escapado do duto de ventilação.
Looks like another clue leading us toward the culprit.
Someone pen.
Considering the culprit used those nails as footing, they would have to be nimble. And given the size of the vent, only someone thin could fit through it.
So the culprit must be thin. We're narrowing down the possibilities quite nicely.
Keep it up, Master. This is all thanks to my training. All right, let's keep going and solve the remaining locked rooms.
Bora, jogo 2.
Hey,
Você decide qual resolver. Tá. Ela vai falar a mesma coisa então. Vamos direto pro tema.
The second locked room mystery occurred 3 months ago in that mansion. The corpse was inside the study, and the room's key was found underneath the corpse. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the second locked room?
there are dolls nailed across the room. The victim is nailed down in the same manner. And the culprit was also missing from this room? It shares common traits with the other nailman killings.
And we're trapped again. Looks like you gotta solve the mystery of this locked room, or we're not leaving.
I'll try. The door was locked when the corpse
Vamos,
was
ele
found,
fugiu.
and the only key was underneath the body. There are no windows that could have been used to escape, and the vent is too small to fit through. So how did the culprit escape from here?
Só de ventilação. Quer dizer, ventilação não, né? Isso aqui. Ou pode ser isso aqui. Eita.
It's too small for someone to pass through here.
Yes, and it looks like the bars are screwed shut from the inside, so they can't be removed.
You can't escape through there.
Oh, mas eu só achei coisa ali. Matando
There doesn't
até.
appear to be any gimmick around here.
You can't escape from here.
A própria porta?
Here! This has to be the spot. To leave the room, the culprit had to have taken this door to the hallway.
Huh? There's nothing special about that.
But there's no other possibility. There isn't another entrance or exit.
But the door itself was locked and the key was found under the corpse, right? After locking it from outside in the hallway, how did the culprit enter the room and put the key under the corpse?
Try it. Everything must be verified.
Sure. After committing the crime, the culprit went out to the hallway with the key in hand. They then locked the door. Assuming that's the only way to create this locked room, the problem is...
What are you going to do with that key in your hand, Master? Don't tell me you still have no idea.
Oh, hold on, let me think this over. We should go back inside for now. Huh?
Looks like we're locked out.
Da cadeira.
This is bad, Master! You better hurry or you'll fall into the abyss!
What do I do?
Calm down. You just need to solve the mystery. Doing that will open the path. You can do it, can't you?
Yes, I'll try.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that case...
Peraí. Ocupado. Lançada dentro, jogada fora, levada pra casa. Não, lançada dentro.
That's right. The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door. And if they managed to throw the key right under the corpse from here... It stopped. But nothing happened. The door is still closed.
If it was wrong, a trap would have activated. So we're on the right track about the key being thrown in.
But there's more to it than that. If you simply threw it in, it'd be impossible to position it under the corpse. I see. So this is the vital clue for this locked room. I'm beginning to understand what happened here.
Lara, have you already solved the trick to this locked room?
You haven't?
Hey, quit playing hard to get and tell us. Or just me. You can whisper it in my ear.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xi'an.
Ele não tá pagando?
Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You really are a devil. Trying to take money from a death god, huh?
The key was definitely tossed inside. But that doesn't explain how it got under the corpse. So, how did the culprit pull off that trick after tossing the
O corpo
key?
estava em pé e caiu em cima da chave.
Maybe the corpse was moved? That would explain how it was on top of the key. But how do you move a body from outside a locked room?
E o negócio aqui, peraí. Não, tá normal. Conferindo se estava tudo certo na transmissão. Tá dando uns bugs aqui no OBS. Ah, estou móvel, o corpo fora de um quarto trancado.
Aww, the way's completely blocked off.
But the only things here that can block our progress are mysteries, right?
That's true. So, we just need to solve the mystery.
At least give me a heads
Um
up
corpo foi
first.
mexido.
It says, how was the corpse moved?
I've been trying to figure it out for a while, but...
Evidence was left at the scene.
Huh?
If you look at the evidence, you'll understand what tool the culprit used to pull this off.
Tool?
That's all the advice I'll provide. You must figure out the rest yourself if you wish to be a true detective.
Aquela boneca
got
tinha marcas de linha, alguma coisa nos olhos dela. Normalmente o corpo estava pendurado quando ele saiu do quarto. Depois ele derrubou o corpo em cima da chave.
Got it? You just want the mystery solved for you, huh? I can tell, because I'm your mentor. So, I'll help you out. Are you ready? You better be.
Huh? Ready for what?
Lay it all out, Master!
Pula pirata. O culpado usou uma Corda. Ah,
That's right. Go, go, go.
hã? Tem que jogar uma outra coisa. Cordas.
That's right. There was evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime. A sturdy and thin string like a fishing line must have been used to move the body.
You really think a tiny string could move a whole corpse?
There he is again. That rude and gloomy guy.
That deduction is wrong. You're wrong.
What could be wrong about it? Master sounded really confident just now.
Listen. The nails in that corpse's leg pierced through his body and into the floor.
As pernas estavam fixadas no chão, mas ele estava sentado.
Which means the corpse was fixed in place. So how could the corpse be moved?
Oh, true. If the corpse was stuck in place, it'd be impossible to move it.
Indeed. It would be impossible.
Lara, you think so too? So I was wrong the whole time? Huh? The door!
The truth is slipping further away!
Of course it is. Because your deduction is wrong. You people will never reach the truth. This is the end.
Master, let's take him down first.
Yeah.
Ah, eu já sei a resposta. A marca no pescoço dele também da linha. Boneco com olhos arrancados, manchas de sangue,
Your deduction is wrong.
cadáver,
Do you have any
chave na
proof that
porta
the
para
corpse was
estudar. Ah,
moved? The corpse was fixed in place. It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved. That's an indisputable fact.
Right.
como disse, quando vimos a cena através da pós-convenção, o corpo estava fixo no lugar.
But
Mas para criar um quarto trancado, seria necessário mover o corpo.
Then,
Nesse caso, pode haver alguma evidência deixada para trás de algo sendo movido. Vamos verificar a sua solução. Ah, é aquelas bonecas.
Your deduction is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place. It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
Não, é esse.
say,
Posicionamento fixo no lugar.
Your deduction is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place. It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved. That's an indisputable fact.
Right.
But
Then...
Your deduction is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place. It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved. That's an indisputable fact.
Right.
Então tem que ser a primeira mesmo, porra.
Your deduction is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place.
Porra, eu tava com a resposta certa embaixo?
but
Vou ficar de braço pra trás.
Your deduction is wrong.
Ah, mancha de sangue no cadáver. Tá, é verdade.
Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place.
Ah, é a segunda pergunta.
except
Your deduction is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place. It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
Sim.
I'll slash through this mystery.
As manchas de sangue estavam caindo. Diferente das da perna.
No, there was evidence the body had been moved. The upper and lower parts of the body bled out differently. The blood from the lower body flowed naturally outwards, along the body's outline. But blood from the upper body looks like it flowed in a downward direction, toward his hips. If the corpse was motionless on its back, there wouldn't be such unusual blood stains. In other words, it's safe to assume the body's position was different from when it was discovered. What? What's this?
Ugh, gross! We gotta hurry and get through that door.
Unusual circumstances. It doesn't matter. As long as the corpse was pinned to the floor, it couldn't be moved. You can't change the truth.
Even this didn't work? Am I just wrong about it all?
No, you're correct. The answer you've reached using the evidence is the truth.
Laura!
There's no doubt a fine string was used in this case. Evidence at the crime scene indicate the corpse was moved. So all that remains is to answer, how was the pin body moved? That bizarre bloodstain holds the clue to all of this.
The bloodstain? If the bloodstain is the clue for how the body could be moved, even while pinned...
Master, we gotta chase after the door! It's getting further away!
Hey, wait!
I won't let you.
Qual era a posição do cadáver antes de ser movido? Estava em pé, sobre as pernas, estava de cabeça para baixo, corpo superior sentado. Ah.
corpse was sitting up at first. That's why only the wounds in the upper half of the body bled straight down.
O fio foi usado para assentar o corpo. Um fio, uma parede, uma caixa de papelão, um fio, Y.
The string I mentioned before was thin but sturdy. It was all over the room, holding the body's upper half in place. That's the reason only the corpse's neck had marks on it.
Porque o cadáver estava deitado de costas para a hora da descoberta. Foi movido quando descoberto, o fio foi recuperado, o fio foi cortado. Não. Foi cortado na hora da descoberta? Porque o cadáver estava deitado de costas na hora da descoberta. O fio foi movido quando descoberto. Porra, ainda não é esse? Ainda bem que o dano é baixo, hein? Caralho. O fio foi recuperado?
The culprit then retrieved all the string that kept the corpse in place from outside the door. And with nothing to support it, the top half of the corpse fell back to the floor, just like how it was discovered.
Ah, sim. Então é isso. Não, eu tinha entendido essa parte. E ele tinha puxado e levado o fio embora, né? Não tinha isso na cena do crime na hora da descoberta. Eu pensei que tinha, tipo, cortado, puxado o fio pra levar embora mesmo. Por isso que não tava lá, ele tinha caído em cima da chave.
Huh? When did that happen?
Maybe you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Master, you know the answer, right? Let's finish this!
Right.
Recriação da sala trancada.
You gotta think like the culprit, Master!
Pense em como o culpado criou o quarto trancado e siga os mesmos passos para completar o quarto.
That place is
Examine
suspicious.
os itens seguindo a sequência de eventos. Alguns dos itens não foram usados no crime, então tenha cuidado. Ah, ele pegou,
You have to
prendeu no olho da
recreate the
boneca lá.
locked room mystery.
Maybe you got the order wrong. Stay calm, collect your thoughts. First, you need to tie the fishing line down. Find a sturdy spot where it can be easily retrieved later.
Puta, quer ver que agora não vai estar mais legendado, mano? Luminária? Deixa eu pesquisar a luminária.
Master, go recreate the locked room. Think about the steps the culprit took to create the locked room and check each spot.
Maybe you got the order wrong. Stay calm, collect your thoughts. First, you need to tie the fishing line down. Find a sturdy spot where it can be easily retrieved later.
First, a knot was tied through a slit in the vent. After that, the fishing line was drawn away to another location. In terms of sequence, it'd probably be easier to start with things that are fixed in place.
Does this location matter? You're supposed to be searching for where the fishing... Master, you said you're looking for something that's fixed in place. Why don't you search for that?
Ai, cacete.
That's it. It passed through a doll's eye. And then the fishing line passed through the eye to somewhere else.
Depois o corpo, né?
Right. The line was then passed around a certain point on the corpse. That was...
Onde a linha de pesca foi passada em seguida, debaixo da cabeça, debaixo do pescoço, debaixo dos quadris. Debaixo do pescoço. Ali que tinha um arranhão, não era?
Here, behind the neck. The line ends here to support it. Now, it's clear that the line passed through the vent, the doll's eye, and ended beneath the neck.
Hang on. Why pull the line through the doll first? Can't you just start by pulling it from under the body?
To support the body's weight, the line needs to pass through the doll first, as it was fixed in place. Next, the fishing line.
Foi nessa luminária, né? Mas...
There are 3 points with signs of wear from the line. That should tell you what happened next. Think it over one more time.
Foi direto aqui mesmo.
Now, to return the line to the vent. This kept the corpse's upper torso in place. The room has been completely prepared. So next... The culprit exited through the door and locked it with the key. And then...
Onde a chave foi jogada? No respirador.
The key was thrown through the gap in the vent. If the culprit managed to drop the key next to the corpse, the only thing left was to untie the line. Then... the corpse, which was supported only by the line, would fall face up on top of the key. That's how the culprit created the locked room.
Hooray! You did it! That's my master!
Rezar pra o resto do jogo tá legendado em português, hein, mano? Senão deu.
The bloodstains were strange. The length of the nails driven into the upper and lower body were different. The nails on the upper half didn't penetrate all the way through the body, but the nails on the lower half went all the way through and into the floor. That was how the lower half could be secured, while the upper half could still be moved around.
That sure was tricky, but you managed to solve the mystery behind it.
Um mistério. O estudo da mansão foi um quarto trancado bastante elaborado.
Except...
Sim, mas o que sabemos até agora não é o suficiente para apontar quem é o culpado. Acalme-se, estamos apenas no meio do labirinto. Mesmo que resolvamos tudo no último segundo, ainda está resolvido. Agora, onde está a próxima chave de solução? Mestre, desça resolva o quarto trancado da mansão. Em seguida, para ganhar a grande Halara, salvando o dia, é um novo e o... O que você está imitando mesmo? Nós somos os 3 primeiros participantes do A Foice Está Certa. Tudo bem, continuando.
Looks like we finally made it to the treasure chest. Speaking of, don't you think that whoever worked the hardest should get to open it? Which is me, of course.
Uma linha de pesca foi usada no mistério da sala fechada, da sala de estudo da mansão.
This is probably another clue leading to the culprit. I'm not sure how we use it. Still, it must be used for something. Hold on to it for now.
Linha de pesca. Será que algum deles pescava? Só falta um, hein?
Let's solve the rest.
Right.
Vamos vai pulando uma coisa adiante e direto para isso.
The third locked room was a murder that happened 1 month ago in the art gallery storage in Ginma district. Pictures and paint were scattered all around the spot where a woman was boom killed. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the third locked room?
Bom. E naquilo lá de fora?
Did we get stuck inside a locked room again?
This was the corpse that was discovered by that worshipper and the art gallery employee. At the time of discovery, the door was locked and the key was nailed to a doll inside the room. Aside from the door, the only other entrance is the window, but it opens just enough to fit a finger in. The frame itself is too small for even a child to squeeze through. How did the culprit vanish from here?
Onde o culpado fugiu? Cara, só tem a própria porta, mano.
Here! I think the culprit could have only escaped from here, but...
Nothing's happening. Maybe you made a mistake, Master.
No, that can't be right. It's impossible for anyone to squeeze through that window. They could have only gotten out through the door. I'm sure the culprit had the key and locked the door from the outside after committing the crime.
Feliz ano novo, Bruna! Feliz ano novo, feliz ano novo pro Ricardo, pra Yumi. Hidratação já? Pago. E aí, como é que vocês foram de virada?
The culprit just used a copy of the key? Would that really be considered a locked room mystery?
Bem. Foi de boa. Mas pelo menos foi bem. Não foi mais ou menos.
Well, there are only 2 keys to this storage space, and the design makes them impossible to duplicate. I learned that thanks to you, Halara.
One of the keys is always carried by that one employee. It was used when the body was first discovered, right? And the only other key was nailed through a doll onto a painting.
Você não, foi legal, foi legal. O Hiro veio aqui em casa com a Ellen, a Sayuri e a Yukari. Aí eles ficaram aí uns 3 dias. Foi da hora, foi bacana. Deu pra comer bastante também. Só como sempre comi demais, normal. Né? Aqui também comemos bastante. Comemos, jogamos, deu pra se divertir.
So, it is a locked room mystery! Right? Oh, that's totally it!
I see. I suppose you could call it that. Hey, Yuma. Can you go check outside of that window?
Oh, just like before.
Before?
Yeah, you made me do the same thing in the real world when we were investigating this place.
I see. Then the answer has already been confirmed. Very well. This locked room is solved.
Já resolveu. Foi da hora, Bruno. Só não foi viajar, né? Eu queria viajar, mas viajar no final do ano é foda.
Huh? Wait, did you already solve this mystery?
You haven't?
How
How about you go and check outside the window? Then even you will see.
Oh, it unlocked. Looks like you can go outside.
All right, let's go see.
Não viu ainda? Viajar tá difícil. Tá difícil. Porque tá cheio, tá difícil por causa do dinheiro. Eita, tá bem.
Hey, didn't you already check this in the real world? Why do it again?
Halara told me to check it twice. There must be an important clue outside that window.
Hey, maybe the culprit threw the key in through the window. That way, the key would be found inside. Well, how about that theory?
Epa.
Is this the storage key?
Which means...
Tem que recriar. Eita.
This one's a freebie!
Essa é de graça.
I was right! Just toss it in there, Master!
Vou pra chave?
The culprit threw the key inside? Is that really the right answer? Did the culprit throw the key in from the window?
Ah, mas ele tinha que acertar no meio de um prego na boneca. Ele provavelmente usou a linha de pesca. A chave foi lançada pelo culpado? Sim.
This is the answer! Oh, it's still coming down!
Não tinha outra resposta para dar ali. A chave foi lançada pelo culpado?
Throw the key! Your footing's crumbling away! You're gonna fall!
Só tem essa resposta aqui. Não é essa a resposta, então.
That's the right answer?
How? Didn't the culprit throw the key in there? That's why the key was found inside, right?
No, the crime scene wouldn't end up like that if we threw it in. The key was nailed to a painting. That's not possible if you just throw it into the room.
Oh, right. But if the culprit didn't throw it in there, how is the key left in the room?
If you can't nail the key after throwing it...
Eita.
You're back. The key vanished.
The key is in my hand.
Master, you got the doll and nail!
I see. So you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Try it out. Doing so will create a new path.
Yeah, I'm gonna solve this.
Good luck, Master!
Recriar quarto fechado. Vamos lá.
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery. First, do something about that doll. Just recreate what you deduced earlier. Follow the steps the culprit took to create the locked room mystery and check those locations.
All right, first, take the painting.
Apoiar a pintura contra a parede ao lado da janela.
Wait, it's too early for that step. There are other things you have to do before standing it up.
Outras coisas que eu preciso fazer antes.
The key will be nailed to the painting at the end, but you must nail something else on before that.
Tá. Prender a boneca na pintura.
The culprit nailed the doll onto the painting. Next, both were stood up at a certain location. The painting was stood up facing the window. Now the part with the pierced doll is right next to the window. After that...
Hey, there's more stuff to do in this room. I'm getting bored.
Posso sair? Tem que pregar do lado de fora.
Then the culprit went outside. The door was locked, and they went to the other side of the storage room. I can see the painting and doll through the window, but I can barely fit my hand through the gap.
The doll's got a nail in it, but the problem is that key in your hand, Master.
Yeah, the culprit took the key and then...
Jogada pela janela, presa na pintura com a boneca, suspensa em prego cravado na boneca.
No. Think about the state the corpse was in at the time of discovery. The key wasn't just hanging on it. What's the next step?
Presa na pintura com a boneca, então.
The culprit nailed the key to the painting, along with the doll from outside the window. Finally...
Parece que eu tinha entendido que ele era a primeira resposta. Derrubou a pintura em direção ao quarto.
I pushed the painting into the room.
Derrubou a pintura.
It completes the locked room mystery. This is how the culprit did it.
It
Achei
took
que era
some
mais difícil para
time,
resolver.
but you've reached the truth behind this locked room.
Throwing the key through the window would be obvious. So to mislead us into thinking that was impossible, the key was nailed to a painting which was then pushed over.
It's one thing for an amateur, but a detective wouldn't be tricked by this.
Seriously, only amateurs would get fooled by... Wait, you mean me?
What is it?
Parece muito feliz.
Oh!
Eu tava pensando no quarto trancado na sala de armazenamento da galeria de arte. Acho que qualquer um poderia ter recriado isso. Concordo, qualquer pessoa poderia criar um mistério de quarto trancado. Ocupado, o Nailman, qualquer um. Certo.
Well,
Que quarto trancado difícil, mas tenho certeza de que o tesouro vai valer a pena o esforço. Talvez você ganhe, tipo, 10 chaves de solução. Eu não vejo a hora.
hey, a treasure chest! Who's gonna open this one? We should let the meanest one of us open it.
How would you decide that?
Like this. I'm the meanest. Let's check out this treasure. Huh?
What's wrong?
It's empty.
Huh? Why? After all we went through to solve this locked room.
This must mean solving the third locked room mystery doesn't necessarily bring us any closer to the ultimate truth.
That's terrible. I suddenly feel so tired.
We can't call it quits. We gotta keep going.
Resolver só como ele fez a trancar o quarto não resolve quem é que matou ainda. Chega nem perto.
That's it for all the locked rooms. We make a pretty good team, don't you think so?
Well, what do we do from here? I see. The way forward is clear. It must be due to solving all of the locked room mysteries. Now let's go.
Right.
Again, I gotta ask, who's supposed to be the protagonist here?
Eu.
This place is creepy.
Vou deixar mudinho. Beleza, Bruna. Valeu.
Don't be afraid to roll the dice. You must keep pursuing the truth. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Ah, agora tá os culpados aqui. Culpados não, né? Suspeitos.
Is this some dungeon?
What is the meaning of this?
Esse é o culpado.
Let me out of here!
Let me out! I'll kill your ass in the name of God!
Essa mais suspeita com certeza é inocente.
I have nothing to do with the case.
Esse não passaria pela ventilação do cassino. Tem chance de ser ele.
I'm not the culprit! Let me go!
Esse aí só é curioso.
Wow, they're all here.
So now we must pick out the true culprit of this case.
The true culprit.
Yuma, you solved all the locked room mysteries before you made it here. You should have all the clues and evidence you need to accuse the culprit. To be honest, when I first met you, I thought you were rather pitiful.
You sure are honest.
But my opinion of you has improved. These mysteries have brought you closer to becoming a true detective. Now tie up all the loose ends and prove that I am not mistaken about you. With your logic, anything is possible.
All right, I'll try.
Ooh, somebody's guilty.
Quem é o culpado? Descubra e aponte para eles dramaticamente. Faça a escolha certa e você revelará uma nova verdade. Quem é o Homem dos Pregos?
I'm not the nail man!
I'm not the culprit. I'm not the nail man.
How can I be the nail man?
I'm not the culprit.
É sim.
The culprit is you, Father.
What? That's an absolutely...
Ridiculous thing to say.
Him
De
again?
novo.
Why won't he just give up?
You're saying the priest, a man of the cloth, is the culprit? That's impossible. How dare you spew such nonsense?
Right! Do not make baseless accusations. The culprit has to be someone else.
Yuma, can I leave this to you?
It's not a baseless accusation. You're the only one who could possibly be the culprit.
Master, you're acting like a real detective. Go on and boom kill him.
Pelo jeito eu acertei, né? Deathmatch. Pessoas com acesso a um acelerador, ventilação. Tá.
I'm a man of the cloth.
Foda-se. Aí.
It's total blasphemy. I am not the mailman. That's it. The first one to discover the body. The mailman is the worshipper.
Aí.
Say,
Não, man, não é o adorador, é o padre, certo?
Yeah.
Sim, não há dúvida, eu só preciso encontrar uma maneira de provar isso.
I'm a man of the cloth.
Ventilação do estudo.
It's total blasphemy. I am not the mailman. That's it. The first one to discover the bodies. The mailman is the worshipper.
say,
Yeah.
Ai, não, peraí.
I'm a man of the cloth. Like this. It's total blasphemy. I am not the mailman. That's it. The first one to discover the bodies. The mailman is the worshipper.
Porra,
right.
é estranho que o adorador esteja sempre na cena do crime. E se ele realmente for o homem dos pregos?
No.
Ou isso pode estar certo. O culpado tem que ser um membro do clero.
Then,
Então só preciso dar evidência para provar isso. Vamos verificar a chave disso novamente. A dimensão é muito pequena para uma pessoa, mas não é essa. Apenas o membro do clero tem acesso ao incinerador. Como é que é essa, mano?
I'm a man of the cloth.
Eita!
say,
O padre definitivamente é um clérigo, né? Eu não acho que isso seja uma mentira. Mas há uma coisa que chama a minha atenção. Apenas o membro do clero tem acesso ao incinerador. Então, entendi. Se a chave de solução mostra que o homem dos pregos era um membro do clero, então...
I'm a man of the cloth.
My time will cost you.
It's total blasphemy. I am not the mailman. That's it. The first one to discover the bodies. The mailman is the worshipper.
say,
Então não é nada. O padre é certo.
Yeah.
É o certo, sim, não há dúvida. Só preciso encontrar uma maneira de provar isso. Eu não acertei?
I'm a man of the cloth.
Eu não acertei?
Like this. It's total blasphemy. I am not the mailman. That's it. The first one to discover the bodies. The mailman is the worshipper.
say,
Meu cacete, velho. Oh, eu acertei essa porra duas vezes,
I'm a
mano.
man of the cloth. Like this. It's total blasphemy. I am not the mailman.
Acertei a espadada errada.
but
Right.
I'm a man of the cloth. Like this. It's total blasphemy. I am not the mailman. That's it! The first one to discover the bodies. The mailman is the worshiper! This is the truth!
The rope ladder used in the clock tower's locked room was found in the incinerator, which only clergy can access. The worshipper may be a regular churchgoer, but he's no clergy member. So he's no longer a suspect.
Shut up! Shut up! Ridiculous!
Quer ver? Resto de corda queimada. Causa da morte da vítima, isso não importa agora. Pessoa magra é só se ele falar do outro carinha.
Church is the culprit? Even so, I am not the culprit. There are others working for the church.
Há outros trabalhando na igreja.
Yes, there's the servant. The servant must be the nailman. The servant was able to commit the crimes.
O servo foi capaz de cometer os crimes?
To be eliminated as a suspect. He pretended to discover a rope ladder.
Ele fingiu descobrir a escada da corda. Ah, ele tá falando... Ah não, tem que falar dele ser magro agora. A escada da corda foi encontrada no incinerador do servo final. Você não pode provar se aquilo foi forjado ou não. Em vez disso, pense se ele poderia mesmo ter cometido o crime. Sim, deve verificar as chaves. É, a pessoa magra, a pessoa magra.
A member of the church is the culprit? Even so, I am not the culprit. There are others working for the church.
Ah, mas não é esse?
A member of the church is the culprit?
My time at
Even so, I am not the culprit. There are others working for the church. Yes, there's the servant. The servant must be the nailman. The servant was able to commit the crimes.
Não é não.
Flash through this mystery. Climbing up to the underground casino's window with only nails for footing would require considerable agility. Judging by the size of the window, there's no way someone of his size could have committed the crime.
No, no! Absolute lies!
Informações muito complicadas. As vítimas dos assassinos em série foram todas estranguladas, mas a causa da morte não foi divulgada. Uma linha de pesca foi usada no mistério da sala fechada e da mansão dos estudos. A posição da chave implica que apenas alguém com uso pleno dos braços poderia ter criado essa sala. Ah, é, ela tá com o braço quebrado, é verdade. A planta da mansão e a foto do mistério do quarto trancado, ambas recebidas de Larar. Ah, não entendi. A planta da mansão e uma foto do mistério do quarto trancado, ambas recebidas. Ah, tá. Mas é isso aqui, ó. Linha de pesca e tem os dois braços. Com certeza que vai falar isso. Freira deve ser culpada?
The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes.
Não.
This is the truth.
In the mansion study's locked room, the culprit tossed the key behind the corpse with perfect aim. With her dominant hand injured, the nun couldn't have done that, which means she's not the culprit.
Ou seja, não sobra ninguém. Sobra só o padre.
It's not the churchgoer, the servant, or the nun. There's only one option left. Father, it's you. You are the nail man.
Hey, say something quick. Otherwise, they'll pin me as the culprit.
Well,
Ah, you're useless. I am a priest in service to God. I am not the nail man.
Você tá cheio de prego, cara. Não, me prego.
What god would make you this ugly?
All your proof is nothing but fantasy. You don't have a single piece of hard evidence.
Hard evidence?
But Master, you do! It's easy.
Based on the facts, the priest must be the culprit. The decisive evidence that proves it is... I don't know. What do I do? What do I do?
What?
A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Listen, a detective isn't an arbiter of justice. Unraveling a case is top priority, even with questionable methods. What do you mean? In short, you must get them to confess. Use everything in your arsenal, even if it requires bluffing.
Use everything?
Don't hesitate to use anything that might give you an advantage. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Always remember that.
A bluff? In other words, I should just claim I have solid evidence. But what could I use as a bluff?
É. Isso.
Enough with your stupid fantasies. Everything you
Calma aí, deixa eu ver. Relatório do caso de assassino. Pegadas suspeitas. Assassino passado do homem. Assassinato passado do homem prego. Prego na pintura. Um prego cravado no retrato, talvez no lugar de uma boneca. As informações foram obtidas do frequentador da igreja que sabia sobre os assassinatos passados do homem prego. Havia pegadas suspeitas voltadas para a parede na área do gramado atrás da torre do relógio. Aparentemente feitos por sapatos sociais, embora nada mais pudesse ser determinado. Vou usar esse aqui.
There's nothing but a fantasy.
Passa de uma fantasia.
You have no proof that I'm the culprit. Did you find my fingerprints? Did you find my blood? Of course there's no evidence. Because I'm not the culprit.
That's true.
Eu não posso contar prova do padre ser culpado, mas
Yeah, that's
é como ela disse, use o que você tem, entendeu? Se você precisar. É um blefe, né? Se eu usar aquela coisa, talvez.
Enough with your stupid fantasies. Everything you say is nothing but a fantasy. Do you have any proof that I'm the culprit? Did you find my fingerprints? Did you find...
Não achei os digitais. Mas e quantas pegadas? É, eu vou tentando usar elas. Caralho, porra.
Enough with your stupid fantasies. Everything you say is nothing but a fantasy. Do you have any proof that I'm the culprit? Did you find my fingerprints? Did you find my blood? Of course there's no evidence.
This is the truth.
You left clear evidence at the clock tower's crime scene. There were footprints left under the window in the mud. When
É
we
Luca, feliz ano
inspected
novo,
them,
mano.
we found out
E aí, como é que você tá? Como é que foi de virada?
they perfectly match your footprints.
Impossible. I already burned those shoes in the incinerator.
Ah, queimou.
You gave yourself away.
Bem, graças a Deus. Aí sim, mano. Aí esse ano vai ser foda, hein?
I swear, I only enacted justice in the name of God.
Looks like it worked. Good job, Yuma.
Thanks.
Karnai War is rotten to the core. To save it, someone had to get their hands dirty. Those slain were the evil incarnate that harmed others. That's why the people asked the nailmen to kill them. Evil must be punished. And so, I strangled them, made them suffer. All I did was slay evil.
Mistério solucionado.
If someone hates somebody bad enough, they give that name to the Nailman. And this priest went around killing those people as the Nailman.
The urban legend offered targets for murder.
A priest is supposed to be the voice of God, but he went around killing people because someone wanted them dead. What is awesome?
It's terrible. It's insane to think that he'd kill people for a reason like that.
That could be said about all murders. Insane people kill for insane reasons. Anyway, you did it, Yuma. My expectations of you weren't wrong after all.
Is it finally over? Huh, nothing's happening. But last time...
Yeah, the soul of the true culprit who created this mystery labyrinth should appear. And since it didn't, it looks like this isn't over yet.
Huh? It's not over?
There are still mysteries related to the Nailman killings within this mystery labyrinth.
But we solved all of the locked rooms and discovered the true identity of the Nailman. Was I wrong? But the priest even confessed to it.
Calm down, Yuma. There's no need to panic. If the Nailman's identity is exposed and all mysteries are yet to be solved, then most likely someone else's agenda is involved in this string of killings.
Someone else's agenda?
Meaning the Nailman didn't work alone.
Uh,
You mean there's another culprit? But
quem escondeu o caso?
Yuma, if you consider yourself to be a detective, you must see the truth through to the very end. No mystery concludes with a dead end. There is nothing we detectives cannot solve.
all right.
We have to review these killings from a different perspective.
Perspectiva diferente.
Out of the 4 locked rooms, if any of them were hiding a mysterious secret, It would be the room that's obviously different from the others.
Different.
Master, I get the feeling you want my help. Isn't that right? That's what you want, right?
Huh?
Oh, fine. I can't say no to you when you're so helpless like that. Okay, Master, lay it all out.
Tá. Deixa eu ver. O quarto mais diferente deles. Primeiro quarto trancado.
No, that has nothing to do with the matter at hand. Try thinking it over again.
Yeah, got it.
No, that has nothing to do with the matter.
Yeah.
Assim? Essa sala trancada é diferente das outras pelo fato da vítima, cadáver da mulher.
Tick-tock, tick.
A parte de trás da cabeça da mulher mortinha tinha um trauma por pancada. Porra, e agora?
You can do it, Master! You can do it, Master!
Falta da vítima. Ela tá diferente das outras pelo lado da vítima.
I'm so bored!
Boneca pregada? Não. Informações não publicadas.
You can do
A vítima foi estrangulada, o que não foi divulgado.
it! You only have 30 seconds!
Porra, não faço ideia. Caralho, velho.
This is it.
Deixa eu ver a identificação. Não volte muito. Ah, ela tem um trauma na cabeça.
Out of the four locked, it would be the
Different.
Master!
Huh?
Oh, okay.
Não sei se consigo ver alguma coisa sobre o quarto. Falta da vítima. Só uma palavra. Caso não foi divulgado. Nossa, mano, eu vou chutar essa porra.
Are you ready to play the Shinigami puzzle? You're wrong. Go, go, go! Nice! Ta-da!
Morte.
Nice!
Faz sentido, mas é a resposta. Fazer o quê? Isso,
A new
caminho.
path's opened up. It seems to be a hidden passage. If so, then the truth should be somewhere down there. Let's go.
Yeah.
Persona.
I see. So the cause of death for the victim at the art gallery storage is the only one that's different.
Right. The victims in the other locked rooms were all strangled to death. All had strangulation marks and scratches, defensive wounds. The victim in the third locked room had strangulation marks, but no signs of resisting. There's also evidence of blunt traumas to the head, which can be considered the fatal blow.
The marks could have been made after the victim died, so as to appear as if strangulation was the cause of death. The real cause of death is blunt force trauma. Here's another obstacle, but it's likely to be an insignificant one. Yuma, let's solve this mystery and move on.
Right.
Por que a causa da morte parecia com um estrangulamento? Obra de um imitador, coincidência, obra do padre, não. A obra de um imitador. O trabalho de imitador é a sua escolha? Sim.
Right here. The strangulation was faked to imply this crime had the same perpetrator as the other 3 incidents. By making the crime scene as similar as possible, it appeared like the mailman was responsible for an unrelated murder. Which means this was a copycat crime.
I agree. Among the string of mailman killings, there could be some that were done by copycat criminals.
That has to be why the mystery labyrinth still remains, even after discovering the mailman's identity. So who is the copycat criminal?
Indeed, we need to uncover this imposter's identity.
All right.
É, o imitador. Caralho, colocaram um molequinho.
Being the copycat criminal? What the hell? I'll kill your ass.
O menino nem fala nada, só chora.
No, it's not me. I told you already. I have nothing to do with this.
Nesse caso, cara. Agora sim, peitos. É, o fantasminha. Agora você tá vendo os peitos do fantasma.
You're accusing me of being the copycat criminal? What the hell? I'll kill your ass.
I told you already. I have nothing to do with this.
Esse cara, vai, foda-se. Não foi ele, fudeu. Ele é o que mais tem.
You are the copycat criminal.
Ele gosta do homem prego. Ele foi atrás. Ele investigou bastante sobre o cara. Por que não ser um imitador também?
Me? What are you talking about? I told you all about the Nailman, and even cooperated with your investigation. And now you think I'm a murderer? Are you fucking kidding me? This is crazy. Your investigation isn't worth shit. I'll crush you to dust, you filth!
Lá vem. Pelo jeito eu acertei. Ver minhas evidências. Cadáver da mulher, assassino. Calma aí, deixa eu ver. Cadáver da mulher. Tal como as outras vítimas, há sinais de estrangulamento, mas não há feridas por resistência e sinais de traumatismo e contusão na parte de trás da cabeça. Assassinatos passados do homem prego. Essas informações foram obtidas do frequentador da igreja, que é esse cara. Que sabia sobre os assassinatos passados do homem prego. A marca de corda causada por estrangulamento e feridas por resistência. Também há marcas de barbante na nuca da vítima. As vítimas do assassinato em série foram todas estranguladas, mas a causa da morte não foi divulgada. Vamos continuar com essa por enquanto.
Why accuse me of being the culprit? I was just first on the scene. Why do you think I'm a copycat criminal? It could have all been the Nailman. The cause of death was just different each time, yeah? Even if there was a copycat criminal.
Não era pra ser aquela resposta lá.
The servant could be the copycat. The nut could be the copycat. Anyone could have done it!
Ai. O incidente do homem prego foi o assunto da cidade, então não poderia qualquer pessoa ser o imitador?
Except,
Para copiar o crime, você precisa saber os detalhes do caso. Esses detalhes eram amplamente conhecidos. Vamos verificar a chave de solução.
Why accuse me of being the culprit? I was
Não tem que ser
just first on the scene. Why do you think I'm a copycat criminal? It could have all been the Nailman. The cause of death was just different each time, yeah? And even if there was a copycat criminal, why is it me? The servant could be the copycat. The nut could be the copycat. Anyone could have done it!
É. Evidência. Não há nenhuma evidência mostrando que o adorador é o único que poderia ter feito isso. Se houvesse algo que apenas o primeiro descobridor poderia saber, então isso resolveria. Mas na maneira de descobrir, tente verificar as informações da chave de solução. Vamos lá. Complicada. Barbante. Informação que só ele poderia saber. As vítimas do assassinato em série foram todas estranguladas, mas a causa da morte não foi divulgada.
Why
essa.
accuse me of being the culprit? I was just first on the scene. Why do you think I'm a copycat criminal?
It could have all been the mailman. The copycat was just different inside, yeah? And even if there was a copycat criminal, why is it me? The servant could be the copycat. The
Ai.
could be the copycat.
Ai.
Anyone could have done it! I'll slash through this mystery.
The cause of death in the art gallery was blunt force trauma, faked as a strangling to resemble the nailman's MO. But the murders all being strangulations wasn't made public right away. The only ones who knew that were those who actually set foot on the crime scenes. That includes the nailman himself, the peacekeepers, and the first eyewitnesses on the scene. Which means you! You could have committed the murder in the art gallery.
Ih, fugiu.
Master, after him! Beat some sense into that sensitive, nonsensical phantom!
The what?
For the first on the scene to also be the culprit is rather cliché.
He was always suspicious, but because the real mailman was someone else, I didn't connect the dots. He was fascinated by the mailman, and by studying him, he eventually knew more about him than anyone else. Ultimately, he became the mailman.
It's ironic that he exposed his own crime by knowing too much about the other ones.
Master, the truth is right there! My radar is banging like crazy!
Banging?
Go away! I won't let you! You have the truth!
Looks like we've arrived at the final stage.
If we make him submit, we'll completely solve the mystery labyrinth. Master, don't let your guard down.
Yeah.
Deus Shinigami? Aí, Renato, tá vendo isso?
Let's do this, Master!
You will never destroy this fort! Damn you! Stop it! Shut up! Damn this! Stop with your lies! Everything was done by the nailman! I'm not the culprit! How dare you accuse me when you have no proof? You didn't even check the crime scenes back then!
Você nem verificou as cenas do crime naquela época. Assassinatos passados do homem prego. O jogador de hoje mencionou 3 assassinatos em série em quartos trancados. Sobre o ponto forte ralar. O ponto forte ela mostra a cena do crime como estava quando foi descoberto. causa da morte da vítima. A vítima na casa secreta tinha tanto sinais de estrangulamento quanto marcas verticais de arranhões no seu pescoço. Vou usar o controle da Halara.
You're wrong! Come on! Thanks to Halara's forte, we were able to see what each crime scene looked like at that time.
My power allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene. Not the culprit, not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered.
We used post-cognition to gather all the evidence.
Time to end him!
Wrong! Shut up! Stop it! Get away from me, damn it! Why you? Get away from me! Get away! Get away! Who cares if you use post-cognition? You only saw what I saw as the first person on scene. No clue will help lead you to the culprit. You're never gonna find the culprit! What you saw is only what I saw the moment the corpse was discovered!
O que você viu é apenas o que eu vi no momento em que o cadáver foi descoberto. Pessoa magra, informação não publicada, prego na pintura, evidências encontradas relacionadas ao assassino no depósito da prego cravado no retrato, talvez no lugar de uma boneca. Provas relacionadas ao assassinato da sala do armazenamento na galeria de arte. No momento em que o corpo foi descoberto, alguém da igreja tentou entrar e derrubou uma lata de tinta. O funcionário da galeria afirma que foi ele quem destrancou a porta, mas teve muito medo de abri-la. Em vez disso, ele assistiu de longe enquanto a pessoa da igreja abria a porta. Quando essa pessoa abriu a porta, ela parou de ver a vítima. Foi nesse momento que a lata de tinta foi derrubada. A pessoa da igreja, a qual um membro da equipe da galeria de arte se referia, provavelmente é o fiel que sempre descobre as vítimas. Ah, vai ser isso aqui.
Halara's post-cognition showed us that the paint can at the gallery storage entrance had been knocked over. And according to the art gallery staff member's testimony, that was your doing. You went into the crime scene first, and the art gallery employee behind you noticed you knocking over the paint can. But Halara's post-cognition only shows the scene when the corpse is first discovered. So if you were the first person to find the body, the scene before the paint can fell over would have been recreated. But it wasn't. The paint can had already been knocked over when the corpse was discovered. That means the first person to find the corpse was the art gallery's staff member, not you. The reason you didn't count as the first person to find it is because you're the culprit. This is the truth of the case.
Da hora.
Master, finish him! Shove all your evidence into the solution blade and slash as hard as you can!
boneca. Qual a informação da boneca? De onde o culpado saiu? Quase que eu respondo. O que o culpado usou para escalar a parede? Prego. A parede usando pregos como apoio. A vítima do segundo incidente começa a criar o quarto trancado. O culpado amarrou o respiro. Linha de pescar. Pesca. O culpado passou pela linha. E o culpado passou pela linha? Nunca do cadáver. Não. Ah, chave, sim. Porra, como não? O culpado passou pela linha. Boneca sem olho. Ah, isso tá na outra foto, caralho. Pensei que era o... Tá, vamos lá. Onde o culpado passou pela linha por último? Agora é a nuca do cadáver. A linha passa por baixo da nuca do cadáver por último. Deixa o quarto levando a cadeira. Tranca a porta do quarto. Joga a chave. A chave cai perto do cadáver. Recupera a linha e o corpo cai para trás. O estudo da mansão se torna um quarto trancado. O terceiro incidente ocorreu no depósito da galeria de arte. O culpado prende uma boneca a uma pintura. A pintura é movida. A pintura com a boneca é colocada virada para a janela. Ele tranca o quarto e sai. Vai para a entrada dos fundos do depósito da galeria de arte. A pintura é apoiada contra a janela. A boneca é pregada de fora para dentro. A pintura é derrubada. O depósito da galeria de arte se torna um quarto trancado. O que foi pregado na boneca? Chave. O quarto incidente ocorreu no relógio da torre. Uma mulher assassinada. Essa mulher aqui, eu não sei o que ela fez, né? O culpado prepara uma escada de corda. Abre a persiana. O que o culpado usou para escapar? Escada de corda. Começa a escapar pela persiana. O culpado desce pela escada de corda. A escada de corda é cortada com uma faca em sequência, continuando descendo suavemente. Puxa a escada de corda agora apenas com uma corda. As persianas estavam abertas o suficiente para a corda. A persiana fecha sob o próprio peso e tranca. culpado deixa o relógio da torre. O que o culpado usou para destruir as evidências? Incinerador. O culpado encara o incinerador em chamas. A escada de cordas e outras evidências queimadas pelo culpado. A causa da morte no primeiro incidente foi estrangulamento. A causa da morte no segundo incidente foi estrangulamento. A causa da morte no quarto incidente foi estrangulamento. A causa da morte no quarto incidente foi estrangulamento. Quem é o homem dos pregos? Culpado. O terceiro incidente. A causa da morte foi trauma e contusão. O culpado deste incidente é o adorador. Mistério resolvido.
Step right up, step right up! A series of locked room murders based on an urban legend. Will we discover the true identity of the Nail Man? Truth bombs are about to be dropped. Time for the deduction denouement.
To solve the mystery of this string of events, we have to know who the Nail Man is first. The Nail Man is an urban legend of Conyward. You write down the name of someone you want dead, and drive a nail through it and a doll to a tree behind the church. And the Nail Man will kill that person for you with a countless number of nails.
A string of murders exactly like that urban legend began half a year ago.
All of the crime scenes featured a corpse and dolls nailed down within a locked room. The first murder happened 6 months ago at a secret club in Kamasaki district.
The victim was none other than the geezer who owned the place, and the cause of death was strangulation. I heard the buy-in to place a bet was pretty steep, and cheating is rampant, so it was obviously a scummy place.
The key to the door was inside of a glass. And the vent that connects outside looked too high for escape to be possible.
But the culprits used the nails driven into the wall as footholds to climb. With the proof? Why, the nails that were bent downward.
The vent was not screwed down at the time of the murder, so it could easily be removed and used as an escape route. The second murder happened 3 months ago. It was at a mansion near Gima district.
The victim was some real estate agent who lived there, and the cause of death was again strangulation. He made a lot of money through shady real estate deals, so of course someone would be out to get him.
The door to the crime scene was the only possible entrance. But the key to that door was underneath the nailed-down victim. After the culprit escaped, some sort of trick was used to get the key back into the room.
A fishing line passed from the vent through the eye socket of the doll and propped up the upper body of the corpse. All that was left was to exit the room, lock it, throw the key in from the vent, and boom! You got yourself a locked room mystery!
The key was tossed under the victim from the vent, and once the fishing line was retrieved, the corpse's upper body fell over, completing the crime scene.
The nails on the upper body didn't pierce through completely, so it wasn't nailed down at all.
The third murder happened 1 month ago in an art gallery storage room in Gima district.
The skank's cause of death was blunt force trauma. She was a pretty lady who let her looks get to her head, and she got boom killed.
The key to the storage room was nailed to a painting through a doll. A another trick was used to get the key back inside the room here.
The painting with the doll nailed to it was propped up against the window, and then the culprit left the room. They nailed the key to the painting through the window, knocked it over, and bam! All done!
Those are the truths behind the past 3 cases. And now, there's been another murder at the clock tower in Kanai Ward.
The woman's cause of death was strangulation. Since you told that kid you'd take care of it, we gotta solve this case.
The clock tower crime scene is rather high up on the 3rd floor. The door was locked from the inside, and the window shutters were also locked. But there was rainwater under the window, and the nails in 2 of the dolls had rub marks.
In other words, the culprit must have hung a rope ladder from the dolls to escape out the window. With my logic, anything is possible.
Why are you imitating Halara? Anyway. The killer cut their footing on the way down from the window. That way, they could just pull on one side of the rope to retrieve the whole thing.
The shutters come down under their own weight, so they locked once the rope was collected. I'm surprised you noticed the auto-locking feature. You sure love your shutters, Master.
The rope ladder was collected, then burned in the church incinerator, which only
Cara, eu
clergy
só
had
perdi
access
o
to.
fato do porquê que a mulher morreu na torre do relógio. Deu uma pequena viajada.
That's how we know the mailman must be someone from the clergy.
But one question arose for me. The mailman killings share one more characteristic. All the victims were murdered by strangulation. This piece of information wasn't publicized.
The cause of death and the murder was blunt force trauma. The strangulation marks were added later.
Which means that it was someone mimicking the mailman. But I already know the identity of the copycat killer. First, the mailman must be someone thin enough to pass through the vent.
Someone with the skills to build a key with precision.
And someone affiliated with the church.
The priest! You're the nail man!
And the copycat is someone who knows that all of the victims were strangled to death.
Because he was the first witness in each case, the person capable of replicating the mailman's crimes is...
The worshipper! You're the copycat criminal!
This is the truth of the case!
Agora eles perdem as almas.
What's that?
It's the truth. The soul of the true culprit who built this mystery labyrinth.
I see. It looks otherworldly, but there's an ominous air around it.
Thank you, Halara. I was only able to make it this far thanks to you.
I only kept my part of the deal. You made the right choice hiring me. But I will say one thing. You've taken another step toward being a detective. That much is certain. I, Halara Nightmare, acknowledge you.
Really, Halara? You do?
All right, all eyes on Shinigami.
What's about to happen?
Oh, isn't it obvious? It's the moment we've all been waiting for! Time to boot kill the bad guy! in despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case. Death to all deplorables. Through to the final mystery labyrinth.
Ixi. Parkour! Popular entre os jovens homens do distrito de Kamasaki. No entanto, novos problemas surgiram com toda a invasão e corrida no campo das barracas de comida. Sabor doce de ralar depende do humor. Quanto pior o humor, mais doce é o sabor. Quanto melhor o clima, mais leve o sabor. Did, de detetive. Cartão de identificação.
Father?
Are you all right?
What's going on? What happened to those two?
There's no pulse. They're dead.
Dead? What?
What? What is this?
I sure worked hard today. Feels so good to boom kill the murderer.
The mystery labyrinth crumbles when you reap the soul of the true culprit. Then, the cause of the mystery labyrinth's creation pays the price by vanishing with it. I knew this would happen, but it still hurts to see someone die before my eyes. It's like I killed them myself. No, I did kill them. I killed them with the ruthless blade of the truth.
There, there. Humans boom kill cows and pigs all the time and eat them. You don't feel bad about that, right? These were the souls of deranged murderers. At least you didn't eat them. If you look at it that way, there's nothing to feel bad about at all.
It's not so simple when it comes to people dying.
Did you people do this? Did you kill them with some kind of poison?
Hey, hold on. I have no idea what's going on here. Too much is happening all at once.
We shall talk at headquarters. Follow me there.
Is it just me, or are things more complicated now than before entering the mystery labyrinth?
Oh, you want help? Are you going to rely on me again? Oh, fine. I can't say no when you ask for help.
Everyone! Ah! He came back to life! Sorry about that! You see, I'm actually the mailman. These are my final words, so I can't lie. I'm the mailman. The worshiper laying there is just a copycat criminal. Search the church for the tools used in each crime. I'm sure you'll find plenty of evidence. If you think I'm lying, go ahead and check it out. Thanks!
Yeah, amor.
I didn't know you could do that. But that was a super lazy confession. Will it work?
That should do it. We even have witnesses, so this case is closed.
The priest mumbled something, but I
Eu não consegui ouvir direito.
Anyway, everyone here will be taken to Amaterasu Corporation at once.
What?
It wasn't effective at all.
He's so stubborn. This is why I hate authority.
What do we do?
Wait, I hear something.
Huh? What now?
A motorbike. Something is heading this way at an alarming speed.
It can't be.
Where is that coming from?
No. What are you doing here?
Who are you?
You dare speak so carelessly? Who do you think I am?
The hero who defends peace and order in Kanai Ward. Director of the Amaterasu Peacekeepers. The Honorable Yomi Hellsmile.
The Peacekeeper's director?
So he is the head of the Peacekeepers.
Now you know, small fry. Bow down.
Yomi, sorriso infernal.
What are you doing here?
No need to be alarmed. Benevolent Director Yomi is here to help. Oh, excuse me for the late introduction. I am Vice Director of the Peacekeepers, Martina Electro.
She's my beloved right hand. No one else gets to have her.
What's with him?
Master, be careful. This Yomi guy is dangerous.
Huh?
I've never seen anyone emit such a dangerous aura before.
He's that bad?
So, what brings you here?
Oh, right. I was so focused on my beloved right hand that I completely forgot.
As mentioned earlier, Director Yomi is here to help. I hear you've been troubled by Seth's unreasonable treatment. Is that right?
Huh?
Director Yomi, what is going on here? Why am I...
We have discovered you've been receiving sizable kickbacks for facilitating donations meant for the church. We now know why you were so desperate to clean up all the Nailman killings. After all, it would be troublesome to lose access to all that money if the priest was arrested as the Nailman.
Wait,
Tá como um homem unha.
Director
Traduziu
Yomi,
errado.
I did this under your orders.
Com suas ordens? Opa.
Did you say something? Because I didn't hear a thing.
I only did this because you ordered me to.
Seth, you make me sad. I'm the hero and defender of peace in this city. My peacekeepers are proud soldiers of that mission. And yet, you let yourself be corrupted. How could you? Seth, for the sake of the peacekeepers and the peace of Kanai Ward, die.
Taking advantage of your position as a peacekeeper executive is a serious crime. The punishment must be severe.
But...
Yeah, I'm annoyed my own underling would betray me like this. I'm so annoyed, I'd go insane if I didn't toy around with my beloved right hand.
It's an honor.
Eita porra.
He's terrible. Like a lizard cutting off its own tail to survive.
Someone like him is in charge of the Peacekeepers?
Don't look him in the eyes. Don't talk to him either. If possible, don't even breathe the same air as him. Though it's probably too late for that.
Well then, to our shit-for-brains friends playing detective, looks like I have to give you a warning. Know your place in my city and stay there. Follow the rules and don't disturb our peace. Or I'll need you to die!
In this city, Director Yomi is both the law and the peacekeepers itself. Defying us means you defy law and order. You will receive fitting treatment for such behavior.
Before, you were insignificant specks of dust. But now that you've banded together, you've become an eyesore. Detectives, my ass. Annoying little shits.
Wow. That's not very nice.
Let's go, my beloved right hand.
Yes, Director Yomi.
Caralho, deu uma cuspida no cara, mano.
Looks like we've been targeted by someone dangerous.
Yeah, thanks to you! One wrong move and it would have been all over. You got that?
I'm sorry, but...
No buts! None! How did this happen anyway?
Halara, help me out. Please explain what happened. You said you acknowledged me as a detective, didn't you?
What? When did I say that?
Huh?
It's such a shame, Master. Everything that happens in the Mystery Labyrinth gets forgotten.
What?
Ah, ralaram legal, já era.
Halara's memory must have been wiped after entering and leaving the labyrinth. Nothing inside the Mystery Labyrinth can be taken into the real world. Not even memories. Unless you have a contract with yours truly, that is.
But I thought Halara and I had finally reached an understanding.
Memories from up until you enter the Mystery Labyrinth are retained, like the debt you owe for your assignment.
That's awful!
Hey, Yuma? Are you listening? You better make sure this doesn't happen again.
By the way, Chief, our submarine office is tipping over. Are you sure the peacekeepers didn't mess with it?
What? Seriously? I have to go back and repair it. Yuma, help me out. Follow me.
It was supposed to be time for you to reveal the solution, but we've ended up in quite the mess.
Huh? Yeah.
This is my first time dealing with the true culprit dying before they could be accused. But I recall how you did your best to try and solve the case.
Huh?
You should be proud.
Halara.
Look, the chief is calling for you. You should go.
Right. Thank you.
Ela reconheceu. Acho que vou indo. Beijo, beijo, boa live. Se cuida. Valeu, Bruna. Brigadão. Se cuida também. Bom descanso pra você. Depois até amanhã. Valeu. Passou por muito ver. Vai ler.
Are you serious? A peacekeeper executive was taking bribes from the church?
If Director Yomi said so, it would be considered the truth, even if it isn't.
What about the priest being the nail man?
It's going to be publicly announced as the truth. It appears the priest's strong desire to save others turned him into the nail man. He saw people wishing for revenge as they hammered those nails in the forest, and decided he needed to save them. That was the motive, though it could all be a story made up by the peacekeepers.
So, what about the kitty cat criminal?
You mean the copycat?
That one was already publicized as well. They say the copycat did it out of admiration for the real nail man.
And in the end, he felt so much guilt that he poisoned himself? None of this really makes any sense.
That sure didn't look like death by poison to me.
It's me! I did it along with that detective kneeling in penitence over there.
It would make more sense to assume Yomi killed them somehow. Especially when you consider the timing. He'd do it without batting an eye.
Yomi Hellsmile, the director of the Peacekeepers, the leader of our enemy.
I heard he rode in on a dragon.
No, it was a motorcycle.
From what I've investigated, the Peacekeepers' influence is gaining ground at Amaterasu Corporation. There's some sort of power struggle going on. Seems like they're getting their way internally. I hear that their boss, Yomi, is extraordinarily dangerous.
Extraordinary. So he is very normal? How scary.
It's only a matter of time until the Peacekeepers gain complete control of the corporation. When that happens, they might outright attack the World Detective Organization.
Perhaps the WDO made its move because they saw the warning signs. If that's the case, it could have something to do with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Oh yeah, what's the deal with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret? We still know nothing about it, huh?
It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the Nailman incident. I wonder what it could be. Sheesh, so much to deal with. This sounds exhausting.
Didn't I tell you that from the start?
We have to obey directives from number one, no matter how difficult they are.
Well, we got some very talented master detectives gathered here. I'm sure it'll be fine. So much. No, everything changes from now on. Yuma, you can take a seat now.
My legs feel numb.
Don't stick your neck out recklessly from now on, for everyone's sake. Got it?
Got it.
Hey, we worked super hard. I'm so stressed I could die. Oh wait, but I can't die.
Do we have a visitor? That's rare. Yuma, can you go get it?
Sure.
Oh, menininha.
Oh, it's you.
My dad is back safe at home. It's all thanks to you. Thank you for helping us.
No, I just... Well, I'm happy for you.
Aw, look at you getting thanked. You were on your knees just a moment ago.
Be quiet.
Oh, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
What is it?
Did someone else die or something?
Will you play catch with me?
Huh? Catch? But it's raining.
Todo dia tá chovendo.
Actually, sure. Let's play.
3 anos chovendo, o moleque parece um adulto, vamos parar de chover.
The unending rain. My memories still seem like faraway raindrops. My hands still have yet to grasp a single thing. I'm still lost. Is it all right for me to be here? But with the worn baseball gripped in my hand, my heart somehow feels lighter. Why I wanted to be a detective. It could have been for the sake of something so small that it fits in my hand. Maybe I should give myself credit for this small realization. So, for just a bit longer, I think I'll keep pretending to be a detective.
Fingindo sendo detetive. Ele tá sendo detetive. Mortes. Nome, prego, encerrado. Bom. Nem tô usando a árvore de habilidade, né? Claro. Agora.
Unpainted faces in uniform by the window. This isn't the real me. With that, a hand reaches out and misses the stars grazing off dusk. In the shadow of the school after class lies the remnants of everything someone has lost.
Eita. Chamada cortina silenciosa, é isso?
Good morning, everyone. Oh? Chief, you look so clean cut today. You look just like Halara.
That is Halara. How could you mistake the two of them?
Oh, you're right. What a wonderful surprise.
The chief was gone by the time I got here. It's way past our meeting time.
What is that old man doing? He always nags others when they're late.
The chief suddenly went missing. According to my deduction, his chopped up corpse will be shipped here in a cardboard box.
Nossa.
That's horrible.
I wonder what happened to Chief Yako.
Ah, eu sei. E tal, fazemos um pequeno piquenique até o chefe voltar. Podemos almoçar sob o grande céu, a chuva seria tão adorável. Eu realmente não quero sair na chuva. O Book é tão aboada. Mas é isso que a deixa tão fofa. Esse cara realmente parece que vai cometer um crime um dia desses. E aí, Lara?
Seeing that the chief's raincoat isn't here, he must have gone out. The desk drawer is slightly open, and the loose change inside is gone. It wasn't a significant amount of money, just enough to do some shopping. Considering that the refrigerator is empty, he most likely went out to get breakfast.
That's correct, Laura.
Falou uma coisa?
Chief Yako said he's grabbing breakfast before everyone got together. He asked me to tell everyone, which is why I just did.
O que eu acabei de fazer depois de todo mundo estar pensando em outras coisas.
Why didn't you tell us earlier?
Oh, so no chopped up corpse then.
You're so perceptive, Halara.
With my logic, anything is possible.
Wow, you are like a real detective.
Everyone here is a real detective.
Well, there is one trainee who wandered in here.
What a jerk! I'm the only one who's allowed to pick on Master. One of these days, I'll get back at that shorty detective. I'll turn him into a wax doll or something.
Even if he's a trainee, he's still a detective. We don't discriminate here.
What, you're on the rookie side? He's a trainee who doesn't even have a detective deed. No way am I gonna recognize him as a real detective. Right, Vivia?
Huh? Oh, there's no need to worry. I ate breakfast before coming over here.
You're not even listening.
I wonder why the chief is taking so long.
Maybe he's in line at a stall for some meat buns. He's always eating that stuff.
It is Kanai Ward's specialty. Adults and children alike seem to love it in this city. I have witnessed people line up at the meat bun stalls in both the Kamasagi and Gima districts.
Everyone looks so gloomy around here because they eat that crap like a bunch of country bumpkins. Hey, rookie, go make something for the chief. You're good at cooking, aren't you?
Actually, due to my amnesia, I can't make anything tasty.
What? Oh, you're useless, rookie.
I'm the only one who gets to call Master useless!
Jeez, everything about this town is so dark and gloomy. It's making me go insane. I step outside and I get rained on. All I hear are raindrops. There's no good music anywhere. Oh, I know. What this town needs isn't truth or justice. It's high-quality entertainment. That's where I come in. It's time for me to blow some minds with my debut.
Debut?
I'm a singing, dancing, superstar detective. My beautiful voice will echo throughout this town. I'll show him what true entertainment looks like. I'm just doing this to breathe some life into this gloomy city. Not because I want to pick up chicks or anything.
No one asked, and he's already making excuses. Such typical behavior for a liar.
Oh, that reminds me. I just wrote a new song. I'll grace you all with it right now as a special treat. Oh, come on! You always have the worst timing!
These morning chases are killing me.
So much não. Peraí, tá cortado. Então, tá já fazendo piquenique também, acho que terá que ser adiado.
Hã?
Ela tá brincando, certo?
What?
A expressão dela é completamente séria. Uma expressão séria de absoluta seriedade. Bicho no chão. Tão sujo. Os palhaços estão tão bagunçados aqui.
Looks like there's something
fala.
going on.
What happened, Chief?
It's the peacekeepers. They've been trailing me ever since I left. I was running to get them off my tail, but they refused to let up. Oh, that's the most running I've done in a while. And my back is killing me.
So they just trailed you? Why not let them do it?
Like I want to go on an early morning date with some peacekeepers? Not interested. Besides, it'd be one thing if they just wanted to follow me, but there's a chance they'll make an attempt on my life.
Just for walking around? There's no way.
I don't know about that. It looks like they've gotten serious ever since the Nail Man case.
Sorry.
We have more stuff to worry about than just Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. I think we should lay low for a while. Well, the WDO never said we had to discover it by a certain date. Let's lurk in the bottom of the river until things settle down. Hey, yeah, that's for the best. Let's go with that.
So passive, as usual. While we're hiding, we could lose what we've built here. No, It's not my style to just wait for the opponent to make their move. I'm taking the initiative.
Hey, hold on, Halara! Where do you think you're going?
There's something I want to look into. There's no need for concern. No matter how many peacekeepers come after me, I'll be fine.
I guess that's that.
Halara will be fine. I just don't want to get dragged into any trouble. Jeez, master detectives are all so selfish.
We can hear you.
Well, good. I hope you all learn some self-restraint.
Should I go keep an eye on Halara? Just to make sure no fights break out.
You, Fubuki? That'd actually make me more worried.
That's a great idea. Yes, Fubuki, please go team up with Halara.
Roger that. Off I go. The exit is over here.
No, that's
Are you sure sending Fubuki is a good idea?
Despite how she acts, Fubuki has one of the strongest powers of all master detectives. She'll be great help in times of trouble.
The strongest?
Is that sheltered skink really that amazing? She sure doesn't look it.
Time for us to go to. We need to find some girls that, clues.
I just asked you to show some self-restraint.
Oh, don't worry. I'm the ultimate master detective. I won't cause any trouble for you.
Are you sure?
What? I'm not so weak that I need some rookie worrying about me. My powers make me the best there is in deceiving prying eyes. Not even the Peacekeepers stand a chance.
Deceiving?
Oh, fine. I guess I'll put on a special show just for you. 1 minute. Who knows how many days it took God to create the world, but I can change everything in just 1 minute. Check this out.
You went in!
What's going on in the bag? I'm hysterical.
Ta-da!
Huh? Tetsuhiko? Wow, you totally look like Chief Yako.
What do you think? The perfect disguise, huh? Mastery of disguise is my forte.
And your voice, too. I didn't think your disguise would be so good.
Really? I think I'm far more handsome than that.
My backpack has tons of different tools inside. Using them allows me to disguise as anyone pretty much perfectly. And there you have it.
Not only can you change your voice and looks, but your height and build, too.
I'll have you know that this isn't magic or some cheap copycat ability. This is my disguise. It's a highly refined technique. Disguises don't have to be exactly perfect. Any flaws can be covered by matching the overall impression. In short, I just need to imitate the subject visually and psychologically. To be honest, it does put a huge strain on my body, though.
I thought the shorty detective was all talk, but this kid ain't bad. Guess he's not totally useless like you are, Master.
So you get it now? With my disguise ability, the Peacekeepers will never be on my tail. Anyway, I'm off to pick up some babes. Work the case. Aquí in my district, there's no shortage of cuties.
Hey! Master detectives are all so selfish. The WDO needs to teach them cooperation.
Cooperation? I'm sure Halara and Tetsuhiko are confident working alone. If I want to become a detective, I have to gain the same confidence they have. But it feels like I'll never get there at this rate. What's the matter, Shinigami? You never look so serious.
I just realized something. There's so much you can do if you can disguise yourself as anyone. Like, you know, everything.
You're thinking about something awful again.
Awful? I just have a bit of a mischievous nature is all. How rude! You don't respect the rights of a death god! I feel attacked! Maybe I'll just take off and go haunt someone else. Yeah!
By the way, Chief Yako, what should I do?
Well, we may have to hole up here for a while. So, I'm gonna need you to clean this room. We might as well have it tidied up while we're in here.
You want me to clean the room? Isn't that more of a job for a housekeeper rather than a detective?
Trust me, this is also part of a detective's duty. I'm counting on you, Yuma.
Fine.
Sai também, mano. Caralho. Salvar. Boa. Eu vou encerrar aqui. Muito obrigado a todo mundo que apareceu. Se cuidem. Não se faz nada errado. Daqui a pouco eu tô de volta. Beleza? Valeu, falou. É mais.